CSS battles are already a lot of fun just doing them by yourself, but they're made even more fun when you have somebody to challenge or to sort of play against in a way. And so I put a challenge out to all of my patrons to see if anyone would want to take me on, and someone took up the challenge, and that somebody is Frank. Frank is a senior front-end engineer over at undercovertourist.com, and as I said, he took up the challenge against me. So the way this is going to work is we're not trying to get low scores, because that can be a little bit finicky on CSS Battle. We're just going to see who can get to the 100% mark first. So a big part of the fun thing is seeing the different approaches that me and Frank will take to get there, and seeing who can beat who. I am giving Frank a little bit more of a fighting chance too, because I'm going to set myself a extra challenge on top of getting done first, and that's if I don't get finished within 10 minutes, he automatically wins that round as long as he can get up to 100%. So just put a little bit extra pressure on myself to try and get through there. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the foot. So let's go and jump right into round one. So we have a circle, and then we have those yellow things, and I think it's a double circle here. Is the easiest way to do it. Let's get a quick win with the body of a background of that. Now's the harder part. So we have a circle. So let's call this class is equal to outer. Then I'm going to start with just the outer and the inner, and then we're going to add in something afterward. So let's do a div class is equal to inner. Whoops, close div. And then we want to do those. So let's start with the outer, because that should be fairly easy. Dot outer is a background of this one right here, and a width probably of about 100 pixels. 100 pixels. A height of the same. So what I'm actually going to do for this is, it doesn't recognize it, but we can still do an aspect ratio here of 1, because that just makes it easier. So is it 200 then? Maybe. And let's do a display grid, place items center. So that's the easy part, right? Center.
Make it into a flex box. So display flex, align items center, and then justify content center. Bring it in. So now we're center, and we need to be a little bit bigger. So we'll do 200 pixels. Look at that. Okay, good guess. From here, we actually need to put, I'm thinking we're going to put a yellow circle within the div, and then inset that with another red circle to start with. So we'll put a div, here, and we'll put a div here. And okay. So rather than give that a class or an ID, we can do div with a direct selector of div. And this one will be a background of this color, this yellow. So background, this color. Now this one's a little too big. So the div needs to be, I'm going to guess that's kind of less than 100. So I'm going to start with this. 100 px.
Here we can do a background of a border. So let's start with a background of red, just so we can see it. We need the aspect ratio too, because that'll make my life easier. Width is 75 maybe, and a border radius of 50%. Oh, that looks close. This looks like one of those annoyingly close things that's not perfect. I'm going to go with that and hope it's the right number. That actually looks really good. So I think we'll do that. And then what I can do is add my border of 20 pixels solid. It's bigger than that, but we'll use the right color at least. So we need bigger than that. So border, let's just come here. And then, is it 40 then? 35. We'll go with 35, of course. 31. I'm not used to these numbers being so small. Like, usually they have nice round numbers, but I'll stick with that.
Div, which is a div within a div within a div. The background will be this red color. And it's too big. So maybe we'll choose 70. Div. There we go. Too small. Let's try 75. Nope. I'll bet it's 80. Spot on. Okay, so we're there. All we need to do is affect the first and the third quadrants. So what we can do there is, what will we do?
I'm going to do this over here. I think they'll just be the easiest way. This will be a block 1 and a block 2, and I just realized, oh no, okay, 2. I thought of a problem, but my problem's going to go away pretty quickly. So the outer needs a position of relative because, and actually, yeah, it's going to be easier to do that because then both my blocks will need to have a position of absolute. So that stops being an issue. We'll do width 100 pixels, aspect ratio, everything's squares and circles, so aspect ratio is your friend. And we want a background. Background, once again, we'll just go with red so we can see it. Then we can say my 1 has a, I used the positioning anyway, we're using absolute, so let's just say top is 0 and left is 0. And then I'm going to do a 2. I don't know if this is the right spot. Will be bottom and right. And that should be on my 2. Ooh, that looks like it'll probably be pretty good. So their color will get changed from red to this color. And there's 2 solutions here. Since I'm here, let's do border radius 50%. No, yeah, 50%. 0, 0, 0. Border.
Width and a height. There she is. Okay, width and height are right there. And we're going way too much. So let's do, I don't know, 50? And 50? Oh, look how that worked pretty good. Okay. Let's give it a bigger width. What's going on here? Can only get it to be so big. Interesting. All right, so what are we overlooking here? It's not that. Our width and our height are there. And we're definitely going to need an after as well. If we're going to go this route. So let's do that first. Keep moving. And width, height, content, and then, oh, this one will go bottom and then right. This is.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That doesn't work, I think. I thought I could do that. I'm not going to waste my time. We'll come back to that. I thought I could do a border radius, but let's just go up to my outer and say that the overflow is hidden. And, oh, look, things are moving around a little bit, but I'm going to hit submit anyway. But we're not perfect. So maybe it should have been 80? That's better. So that should get me closer. Apparently not, but I know I'm closer because I can see that I'm closer, and now it's theirs is smaller. Remember I said the numbers were kind of weird? What? Did I muck up my colors again? And this time I did break the algorithm because the colors are identical too. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's where I want it. Okay, and then on the bottom is negative 50, and then no. What am I doing here? Bottom net. Where are we gonna start? We're gonna start there. Okay, so negative.
Positive, so it goes inward.
Yes, sir. And then the after is going to get border radius of 50%. No.
That's what I tried to.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, so this is the what am I looking at? This is the person. Golf clap.
Awesome. I literally don't see a change. That gave me a lower score. How does having a margin 0 and nothing move give me a lower score? Justify items center. Should work anyway. No, justify content. Seriously? At least we got there. Let's just do there and class. I probably should use IDs, but whatever. Class of A, and we'll do a class of B. And I don't know. I have an idea, but I don't think it's going to work. So A and .b, this gets a little easier because they both have the same background color. That makes my life easy. Background is that. The width is what? I always do too big, so I'm going to go smaller. And can I do this? Aspect ratio of 1? Ha, I can't. It doesn't look like 1, but it's because we only have 2 boxes, right? So if I did that, there we go. I think it's a bit small, but we'll do that. It doesn't even like aspect ratio. I think it's giving me an error there, but border radius of 50%. Yeah, that needs to be bigger. We'll go with 100. And we do want my A and my .b. Let's get our background on the body because that's easy. Background. We need body first, body, and then the background. And I did that again, background, and we can do that.
Left, right, height of, I don't know. I'm gonna just start with 50 pixels, and we're gonna have a width of, I'm not sure, we'll call it 50 pixels, and we'll change that later. And the circles, well, I can't actually measure them. So the circles will be, well, we know, let's just do high level stuff. Circle is going to be a background color of that yellow. Here's our yellow. And we're going to have the width and height, and we'll call these 50 pixels. Height 50 pixels, and it's going to have a border radius to make a circle of, oh, class circle, silly. Height and border radius of 50%. Sure. And that's way too small. So let's change it to 100. Probably 100. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
And then align content, align items center, and then justify content space around? No, it went the wrong way. And it's not between, evenly won't work either, but we'll start with evenly. The space in between them is way too big. Oh, they're not even. That's annoying. Do I position each one individually and just do position absolute on both? Okay, I want to try one thing though here. I want to see if I can do what I thought I could do, and I have a feeling I can't. So we're going to do a box shadow of this one. And I always think box shadow when doing CSS or CSS battles, right? So I want 0 no, we want like negative 100 pixels, 0, 0. Oh no, it is this one. Whoops. I'll just throw a 0 here. There we go. Yeah, it didn't work the way I wanted to. So I could use a pseudo element, or I could just put another div.
Well, we're going to have a left with custom properties. We're going to have a right with custom properties. Right is going to have a background color of that guy. And it's going to have a border radius of 0, 0, 50%, 50%. Left's going to have the same stuff except a different color. And actually, this is going to alternate. So we're going to have 50, 50, and 0, 0. And the background's going to be this other color, this fuchsia. Okay, we need to split you guys apart, but left and right are actually going to go display flex. Let's not do that yet because that's confusing. How do we separate you guys? We don't do a line item center. Definitely want that. Display content center.
And let's give them, just so we can see, all right, let's just go with red for now, actually. Background of red, and a, I don't see anything, why not? Border radius of inherit. Should work. Oh, okay, so it makes ovals, but that we could fix that here. Border radius, 100 viewport width. Look at that. Okay, so that I think might actually work. Z index. Oh, this got easier than I thought it would be by doing this. Or not. What? Why? Why is the -1 here not work? Because I'm position absolute. This is position relative. What's causing... Why can't... I can't put a Z index on this. What's giving this a stacking context? Aw, come on. I'm angry now. Let's just see something. Mix blend mode of screen. Ooh. This is cheating. I didn't even think screen would work there, but it is. I don't know if it's going to work with this color. Hopefully it does. And then I got away. I did this just to see if I could find my yellow circles, and now I'm feeling good about that. So the height here could actually be like 150, I guess. Looks pretty good. And then I just have to go on .a and say that it is bottom of 0. No. .a bottom 0 is not working. Top 0. Bottom 100%. Oh wait. Oh, .a after. Kevin. .a before. Before. Bottom of 0. Yes. And then I hope that these blend modes work with the colors that I have. Background is you. And then I got lucky here actually. And then my .b before. Normally the mix blend mode, it's not the right solution at all here. Well, it's not the right one. It gave are my colors? Oh, my positioning is still. Oh, see, the colors are off. Ah, that sucks.
70. Probably 70. Yeah, it's close enough for now. Okay. Motion top. Well, that's much closer. 90. 60. 50. That's much closer. Okay, and we need to move. So this is what we have. This is what we want. It's moving over a couple pixels. So 72. Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out after. But we'll fix the positioning margin. That sucks. Margin left of 30 pixels. Or you know what, I'm going to do positioning. Right of negative 20 pixels, just negative 30, no, negative 10 pixels. The left to right looks okay, and then I'll just do the top. I don't like doing stuff with positioning like this, but so the top then can be negative 10 pixels. Oh, negative 8? That's weird. Okay. Whatever, it lines up. My color's off. That's so frustrating. Oh, my cheat didn't work. And then B is going to be the other way around, I'm guessing. Oh, the top is still going to be negative 8, I guess. Ah, that worked. Okay. I'm going to hit submit and see if it gives it to me anyway. Okay, so my colors are all... Ooh, there's a little bit of a shift there too, I guess. But my colors are probably what's causing the biggest issue. Can I just change my blending mode? I can. 92? Aw, come on. Okay.
What did I do here? This is weird why it's like that, and I'm not going to stop to think. I'm just going to keep going. All right, and it's going to go one way or the other. Circle left, where are we? Right. 160? Nope, wrong way. 140. We got it.
It's still giving me 92. It doesn't like my mixed blend modes because that looks like a perfect match to me. So it didn't like my mixed blend modes. I don't know what happened to my Z-index, but that's what we got. All right. Let's just see what happened with those Z-index actually. I want to figure this out. So if we take off my if we take off my lighten, those are on top. But I have a negative Z-index here, position absolute. I don't know why this won't go behind. Position. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so here we go, and we're off and running on this pinwheel one, which is kind of interesting. I think what I'm actually going to do is have this, we'll call it an outer again. Class is equal to outer, yes. And then we'll have 4 inners. And I've sort of I'm enjoying this naming convention. Close div. So we're going to do an outer 1, or this should be inner, right? Inner. I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if I need the outer one, to be honest, but we're going to do it anyway, just because I don't know. I don't know if we need it, but we're going to do it. So let's set my background on my body.
And what we'll do is we'll say div and child. We need them to have that blue color. That's right here. If we move quickly, maybe we can be Kevin. Okay, so from here, they're going to wrap, we need to set a margin on the body to get them all in the middle. Let's do 40 pixels, 50 pixels. Okay, and then we need to set, let's put it up here, flex wrap, align items, center, and then justify content into the middle, center. Very good. All right.
An aspect ratio. Once again, I love aspect ratio so much for these. Just to try and make sure, so the top and bottom actually look good. So I think that's about what I need. Now I don't want it to actually have a background though, so we're gonna, I'm gonna put 0 and just leave that there in case I need to come in and actually put changes on there. And then I have inner, and I guess for the inner actually we could do nth child 2 every second one. We'll get this background color, background of that. Let's just for now give it a width of 50%, a height of 50%, Perfect. And then the other ones will get this. So that, actually, let's copy this first. Copy 2n plus 1, and then those ones will get u. We could definitely dry this up a little bit by having, you know, they all have the same width and height. So I guess I could put an aspect ratio on those too. And actually, we'll do that here. Dot inner is going to have a border radius too. Border radius. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something though. That's a problem. 50%. Border radius.
Okay. And then the third one needs the same thing. Actually, it's going to rotate a little differently. This will rotate 270, and then child 2 will rotate, I want to say 90? Remember my geometry from high school? Nope, middle school. All right, and then these are just too tall. So our heights will be 50. Oh, wait a second. So we'll need to change this 50, and I can't select it all. Okay. Well, our width is that, so 50 pixels, 50 pixels. So that's good. Oh, and they're so close. We just need to tighten them up and in.
3, and then my 4. Dot 4 is going to be top 25%, left 0. I didn't even need that left because it was already there. Okay, so there we go. They're all in the right spot. Now I have to cut them in half. And, okay, there's, shoot. I made a mistake.
Kind of sneak them in next to each other. Did that work? Did I do something? It did. Okay. But here what we'll do is transform on the x negatively. Oof. Sure. That's pretty cool. And we'll do number 4. Rotate. We know it was 180 degrees. And translate. This one's... Wait, what am I... Which one am I doing here? All right, and then we have the last one. This was actually kind of fun. Let's rotate 270, so we'll do that. And translate 25, and it's on the x-axis, positive. And yeah, there's some artifacts there. Submit, it's going to be like 99 point something. 82.
Oh, wait. 1,000 pixels, 0. 1,000's too much. 100 pixels, 0. 20 pixels, 0? Oh, I have an idea. Okay. No, but none of the... Because...
Like, oh, wait. Whoa. I'm just curious. For some reason, it thinks that this isn't going to work because when you zoom out, so it needs about 100% of the browser. All right, well, let's just change that. 30, margin of 0. Align, they're wrapping. Now, why are they going like that? That's interesting. So, I mean, if we leave the way it was and we just zoom in, it's on. But it's not on because whatever's reading this in the background is, you know, seeing it as this, not as the human sees it. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to do a inner after position position absolute. It's fine Content, okay, content of nothing. This border radius actually won't be on here. This border, let's make these red. Just this one for now. And then this is going to be background, let's just say width 100%, height 100%. Background is yellow. Border radius is 50%, and then transform, translate x, y, negative 50%, or 50%, 50%. And then this would have an overflow of hidden. There we go. So now we can take the yellows off. This I'm going to take off of here and put it here. This is going to be my nth child after. This can come off. Nth child. Oh, maybe the inner nth child after, yeah. After. Okay, we got the shape.
0, yeah. So 50.
This one could be 180. And then the top is actually going to be at 50. Yeah. And then this one is going to be 270. And then the top, the bottom, the left will be 50. 0. That one actually looks good. And then number 4, the rotation is actually okay. It's just this should be at 50. 0. Aha! Oh, that was like a little bit more. There we go. Went over time, but I got there. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, that was a ton of fun. I definitely got bit there by a typo of mine. Frank sort of got bit by the the algorithm with the zoom in there, screwing things up a little bit for him. And you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles a little bit. He was done in like half the time. I really messed up that last one. I definitely have to put some more effort into using and learning how to use border radius. I thought I knew how to do it, but clearly it just escaped my mind on this one. So some improvements for me for next time. If you enjoyed that video, you can check out this one right here where I battled Kyle of Web Dev Simplified. You can see how I did against him. And with that, a really big thank you to Frank and all my other patrons for their monthly support. Can't do this stuff without you guys, so thank you very much for that. And of course, until next time, don't forget to make your corner of the internet just a little bit more awesome.